talk about books. I'm about to read Fourth Wing. I've heard great things about this on Book Talk and just from friends, and so I'm really looking forward to this. I love fantasy. I think it's got a little bit of romance in it. Truthfully, I have no idea. I just kept hearing so much about it online, like just how good it was, like that I just picked it up the other day when I was at Barnes & Noble. So fantasy is one of my favorite genres. I love a good spicy moment. I love a good Harry Potter fanfic. Okay, I just finished chapter 1, and it's gonna be a long night for me after I go to this basketball game. It doesn't start for another like 45 minutes, so I'm probably gonna keep reading. But Xaden, whoa. Description, beautiful. Like, all I can say. Violet, love her fieriness. Mira sounds super cool. Dylan, what? So sad. I kind of assumed that someone was going to fall off because they keep talking about it. It just sucks that it's him because, you know, he just seemed sweet and he had a loved one that he wanted to marry. I hope Rhiannon sticks around. I hope that this is something that gets fostered. But so far, 20 pages in, and oh my gosh, okay. Like, the writing is just so good. I highlighted this because I just like couldn't get over it. Her gaze siphons every ounce of my confidence down to the marrow in my bones. Like, her mom is brutal. Like, and like that description, like I just felt it in my body. Like, oh my gosh, so good. And then again, her description of Xaden was just like chef's kiss. I'm one of those readers who like really heavily pictures things in my head, so like it's playing like a movie the entire time I'm reading. And again, I will be staying up really late to read as much of this as I can before I start to fall asleep. So let's get into chapter 2. Okay, it's been like 2 days since I last checked in. I didn't get to read as much yesterday because I had some working stuff to do, and I just got to chapter 14. So like, I don't know, I'm like a decent way through for like being busy and like having a job and stuff. Oh my gosh, I love her writing. Like, it's so profound. It's exactly how I would imagine like being in a real life like warrior situation. I love the cursing. I love the subtle hints of like LGBTQ like relationships. Super great. I love the like slight spiciness it has going on so far. The dragons, chef's kiss, every like trial, like everything I'm reading, I'm just like on the edge of my seat the entire time. But like, my gosh, I'm blown away. I have not read something like this. Just like it's all I can talk about. If people will listen to me talk about books, it's like all I can talk about. Let's see how far we get. We're on chapter 14. Okay, so the last clip that you just saw me reading in is from January 18th, and it is currently February 27th. So it has been a month and almost 10 days. I did finish Fourth Wing that weekend. I just never like discussed it or talked about my feelings for it. So here it is in all of its glory. I am gonna rate this book a 4.75 out of 5. I really enjoyed this book. I did not want to put it down. I wanted to jump right into the second one. That's how much I love this book. Fourth Wing. it leaves you off on the best cliffhanger. You want to jump right into the next story. Again, the writing was phenomenal. I loved it. I got so sucked into the writing that I had at the beginning been underlining and highlighting things, and then towards the end I just kind of forgot because I was just deep into the reading. But one of my favorite quotes from this book was, "It only takes one desperate generation to change history, even erase it." And then the other one I highlighted for this section was, "One generation to change the text, one generation chooses to teach that text, the next grows and the lie becomes history." Person decides to do something, and then the next person decides to teach it, and then the next thing you know, everyone is living it until someone decides to dig a little deeper and find out the truth. So again, loved this book, loved the ending, loved the cliffhanger. I'm just flipping through this. I just really enjoyed it. I thought it was so good. I could not put it down. You can ask my boyfriend. He lost me for a good 24 plus hours because I was like, "Hi, let's hang out, but I'm gonna read. You do you. I'm gonna read. Oh, we're driving somewhere. Okay, I'm gonna read." So it was nice to actually spend some time with him after reading and getting to hang out and be a normal member of society for a little bit. But loved this book. Again, 4.75 stars. I had I cried, literally cried, I think I would have rated this 5 stars. I have, in my reading journey throughout my entire life, there's only been a few books that I've sobbed at. One of them is a Harry Potter fanfic, and when I say that this fanfic has a choke hold over my life, and it is a 5-star read for me, I mean, if I could give that book over 5 stars, it would have over 5 stars. I laughed, I sobbed, and I'm not someone who cries a ton, so I sobbed during that book. So a 5-star book for me is something that I have to be emotionally attached to. This was very, very close. That's why it's getting 4.75 stars, but it just didn't quite get there. I needed a little more backstory on one of the characters, I think, and a little more emotional connection to that character to sob the way I sobbed when reading Secrets and Masks. If you are a part of the Hermione fanfic world, you have read that one and you know exactly what I'm talking about. It is wild. But again, highly recommend this book if you're a fantasy lover, and I will catch you later, and thanks for watching.